So, it kind of looks like I'm not gonna get hired for any missions anytime soon. They believed me when I said that you were dead, thank goodness. But my poor attempt at covering your fake death was certainly enough to raise a few eyebrows. I'm supposed to be one of the elite assassins, so they expected more from me. And that means that they'll think I'm misleading and that I won't do as good a job as I claim. Which means people will be less likely to hire me, but that's beside the point. There is some good news, however. As I said, they believed me when I said that you were dead, so you won't have them on your ass anymore. Hey, what's wrong? It feels weird? What do you mean? Oh, the paper. Right. I take it then you read your obituary? Was it at least nice toward you? Oh dear. What did it say? Oh, I see. Since you don't have any immediate family in the area, your employers were left to write the obituary for you? And, what exactly did they include? Oh my. Well, that certainly does taint your reputation a little, but only to the people who didn't really know you. That's good, right? They're just strangers, their opinions don't really matter. That's not all? What else is there? Oh, don't even worry about that. I already called up everyone from our class, told them that you were fine and that nothing bad really happened to you. I explained the whole situation to them, and they're very understanding. They're gonna keep it under wraps for now. Of course. Come on, I know you're still close with a lot of them, and I know that they'd definitely be suspicious if one of the top assassins in our class suddenly got killed. Yeah, they wouldn't have bought it for a second. In fact, they probably would have sent search parties to find you. They were always very fond of you, weren't they? Hell, I was too. Why do you think I let you go? Why do you think I saved you? Well, good to see your confidence hasn't faded over the years. Yeah, you are right. My life would be pretty dull without you in it. Speaking of which, I understand if you perhaps don't want to stay with the person who was supposed to kill you, so if you want, I can set up a fake name for you and get you checked in at a hotel until... Oh? You have other plans? Well then, by all means, do share them. You want to stay with me? That's... No, goodness, no! I would never be bothered by your presence, it's just... I really wasn't expecting that, and that might not be the best idea since, well, I'm most likely not going to get hired anytime soon, as I said, and it would be extremely difficult, if not impossible, for you to get a job now that you're supposed to be dead. Oh? Really, you have a plan for that too? No! Oh, right, of course! Karma, you can always ask him for a job. Why didn't I think of that? Surely he could set something up so that you could work from home, wouldn't have to meet your coworkers, and I'm sure he'd be willing to help you out with a fake identity. That's genius. You always were rather bright, weren't you? Yeah, that's why you light up my life so much. Goodness. I forgot how outgoing and confident you were. Goodness, you're making a professional assassin blush. I hope you're proud of yourself. You really should be. Oh, good. Good, I'm glad. So, do you want me to call him, or would you rather call him? Okay, yeah, that's a good plan. I'll call him tomorrow, since he should be out of work by now, and it'd probably be best to call him at work, since, well, whenever he's at home, he tends to be kind of tired. Very tired, actually. It's best not to disturb him before or after work. Oh yes, he's still very sadistic. Of course, with his friends, he just teases and mocks them, playfully of course, but it does get a bit annoying, especially if you're trying to have a serious conversation. Not to mention if you call him during the workday, then he's most likely going to be extremely happy because he gets to blow off work. Yup, he's still always looking for ways to ditch out of important stuff. But nothing like this. He'll definitely be willing to help with this. Alright, so we've got that figured out. Living arrangements, job opportunities, what else do we need to discuss? You want to discuss us? What do you mean by that? Oh, right. The reason I didn't kill you. Well, for starters, you were a friend and a classmate. Hell, I'd even go as far as to say that we were close enough to be family. Well, no. No, not like siblings. More like, I suppose that's what I wanted it to become, but at the time, that wasn't what I was thinking. You know what I mean? Yeah, I thought you might have noticed my feelings for you back then. After all, you were one of the top assassins in our class. Of course you would have noticed. You were very perceptive, you were always able to read people. A very good quality for an assassin. If you're able to read people, you know their habits, their routines, their next action. You know exactly what they're going to do and how to make it work for you. So, I kind of knew that you knew, but I never wanted to mention it or make any attempts to flirt with you or ask you out since, well, we had a job to do. I didn't want us to be distracted by anything. No, that was, I'll be honest, I really don't know what that was. I guess it was just a desperate attempt to keep our friend from dying from her own rage? Yeah, I really don't know how to explain that. To be honest, I kind of wish I had amnesia, just for that one moment. It isn't because I don't like Kaino or anything. Well, I don't like her like that, it's just, well, kissing someone in front of your entire class, especially kissing them for that long, and in such an awkward situation, it's, not the kind of thing you can easily live down. Yes, Karma still sends me pictures of it all the time. That's what I mean by that. Oh, you remember that? Yeah, that's one of the reasons why I didn't show up that day. See, I was worried. I tried to stay in touch with everyone from our class after we graduated, but it was difficult, especially with work, and going back there, I was worried that if Kaino saw me, she would think that I intentionally cut contact with her and her alone, all because of that stupid kiss. And, I just really didn't want that day to end up being filled with drama and all of this confusion and revealing feelings for people, and I just didn't want that day to be turned into something that it shouldn't have been. That's all. Yeah, I did miss you guys. How could I not? You guys were like real family to me. And after everyone heard about the shit with my mom, I definitely needed that family more than ever. Yeah, we're doing better now. She's doing much better, and our relationship is much better than it was. It was already getting better toward the end of the year, and now it's healthy. It's almost like a normal mother-son relationship. I'm really glad that she and I could grow closer, and that we could put all of this negativity from the past behind us. I've been trying to do that for a while now, and now that she's on board with it, it's just all going so well. Well, I actually am having her over for supper one of these nights. Maybe you could say hi to her then. How would you introduce yourself? By your name, maybe? Oh, right, as far as that goes. Oh, of course. She thinks that you're dead. Well, she knows what I do for a living. It was a very difficult pill for her to swallow, but she's accepted that I'm an assassin. So, I'll explain the situation to her, and we'll go from there. That isn't what you mean? Then, what are you talking about? You want to know if you should be introduced as my friend, my roommate, or, that? I guess you could introduce yourself however you want. I'm fine with any of those options, really. Yeah, really, I don't mind. How do you want to introduce yourself? Really? Well, alright then. Sounds like a solid plan to me. I'll tell her everything that's going on, why you're staying with me, and then you can introduce yourself as my partner.